we're only scratching the surface here, Simon. Had Alan Smith on, the Arsenal Alan Smith, that is, former Arsenal player. He was saying that Arteta's deep in video analysis every day, and he believes that the players are actually getting confused. I mean, a lot of these players are very, very young, 19, 20, 21. They're not fully perhaps experienced enough to appreciate all the nuances which Arteta's trying to explain to them. And like I mentioned, the Ainsley Maitland-Niles issue, the fact that this club have spent over £400 million since Arsene Wenger left, yet 10 of the 14 players that featured, of course, including the 3 subs, were Wenger players. And I know there's been COVID issues and injury issues and all that, but it's just astounding. And now we're at a stage, Simon, where it looks like a game against Norwich is a must-win, save your job kind of game for Mikel Arteta. That's the stage we're at right now. Can you believe it?
No, well, I can't believe it's got this bad, but this has been a decline, you could argue, that's been going on. Well, they reached the Champions League final in 2006. It's hard to remember the last time they competed for a Premier League title. You're going back over a decade. Yes, they've had a few FA Cup wins that's kind of papered over the cracks, I feel. But what we're sort of seeing, we're coming up to 2 years of Arsenal under Arteta. And what sort of strikes me is I still don't sort of detect a game plan, a classic Arsenal DNA. This is how they're going to play. You could argue like their best results, and they have achieved some notable results. Of course, he did win the FA Cup in 2020, but their best results have been playing a very un-Arsenal-like way, which is sort of playing on the counter-attack, playing deep, very defensive, and that's very well and good for one-off games, but it's not going to bring you long-term success. Certainly not a club like Arsenal, who demand a much better style of play. I don't think Arsenal's patience, certainly among the fans, is helped by when they look at their London rivals across the road. Sorry to bring it back to Chelsea, but a very similar situation of an ex-player who started to struggle as manager. Chelsea being very ruthless, as they always are. They get rid of Frank Lampard and then they bring in Thomas Tuchel, and you sort of see the Frank Lampard's clearly got sort of ability as a coach, but that Thomas Tuchel is the next level up. He's in the Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp kind of mode that can make the difference in games, even when they're going wrong. Whereas Arteta, when things start to go wrong in an Arsenal match, it seems that it just implodes, and he makes very little impact from the sidelines. The other problem with Arsenal, of course, is their recruitment has been terrible. I mean, we can't really sort of judge the summer signings just yet. That would be harsh on them. But when you sort of look at Williams just gone, for example, a catastrophic deal that sort of made little sense at the time. One suspected that William was kind of using Arsenal as a retirement home to sort of boost up his earnings. Okay, fair play to him for walking away from his very good deal with 2 years left. But again, it was a very sort of, you were thinking, what is the plan here when you're hiring a guy that, and not for the first time, that Chelsea weren't too fussed that he left. And when a club like Chelsea is saying, yes, you can go and have David Luiz, you can have Petr Cech, you have to ask yourself why. Why is a rival letting us have players that perhaps aren't at their peak anymore?